You may be asking yourself, why am I watching? Well, maybe you want the latest scoop on paranormal news. Maybe you want to see your experiences, ideas, and paranormal evidence peer reviewed. Maybe you're just here for the laughs. Whatever the reason may be, buckle your safety belt. Sit back, relax, and chat with Justin Brown and Bill Davis on this episode of Interface Death Weekly. Hello, and welcome to Interface Death Weekly, Episode 5. I'm your host, Justin Brown. We're here with Bill Davis once again. What's up, Bill?
What's going on? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you, sir. We have Jessica Vastine or Jessica Bias. Why do I mess that up all the time? I'll never get it right. Why don't you introduce yourselves? Make it easy for me.
I'm Jessica Vastine. I'm Betsy Bias.
There you go. Here we go, guys.
I'm Josh Brown.
You're Josh Brown. That's my brother's name. But here we are, Interface Death Weekly. We're going to bring some news. We're going to bring some tech review today. We're going to talk a little bit about EMF meters, probably a lot about EMF meters because we use them a lot, and some of them are good, some of them are not so good, and we're going to talk about what's good, what's bad about that. We got some interesting things in the news, and hopefully we're going to have fun. Feel free to share. Feel free to chat. We'll shout you out. I see who we got here. We got Linda, Messingale, sorry. I butchered that all the hell. Sandy Griffin's here. Truth Paranormal, aka Joe Vitale, Sandy Griffin, A Fireball. We have Gina Ruffledge. What's up, Gina? We got Caesar from Nocturnal Research Society. Linda, I already shouted her out.
Got Mom watching. We got Laura Brownlow, Gina, or Marlene, not Donna.
Okay. Hi, Mom. All right. Well, we'll start off with the general small talk. How's everybody's week been? I know you're still breathing. That's good.
Barely.
Did you get something in the mail this week,
I
Bill?
had a rough week. Yeah, I did. The cops. I actually got 2 packages, but the cops took one of them.
You had to get bailed out. Your ex-wife bailed you out.
Yeah, she had to bail me out. I got something. Should I open it?
Oh,
we'll wait.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll see how the girls are doing, and maybe we'll wait after the news if you want to. It's not going to be that exciting.
That sounds good.
Maybe it will be. I don't know. So I talked to Jess and Missy yesterday, and they were still kicking yesterday. So, anything new since yesterday?
I think this new full moon that's coming up is like shaking things up. Just saying.
Why you say that?
I think the energies, I've already feeling it. And when is that full moon? It's supposed to be tomorrow? Tomorrow.
Technically, it's full Sunday morning at like 2:30, 3:30, somewhere in there. I can't remember the exact time. But Saturday night, you should see it. It should look full Saturday night.
Yeah, I haven't been outside to look, but I can feel it. I can feel it.
Can you feel it in the air?
It is in the air.
All right, that was a really bad reference joke. All right, let's get to it, guys. I'm going to start it off with this here. A lot of you, if that's members of United Paranormal Society, has probably seen it today if you're on Facebook. Wait, that's not even the right article. God, I'm fail. Where's the right article? This is one. This is the right article I wanted to start off with. Mothman. Okay. There is a group called Small Town Monsters, and they're local to this area. They're really cool. The chick, I can't remember her name, but she's got a podcast that's really good. I think I tried to message her to get on my podcast, but she hadn't got back to me. But there's a new Mothman documentary coming out, and it looks pretty sick. The title is The Mothman Legacy Will... Well, that's not the title. The new documentary to uncover Mothman mystery. The Mothman Legacy will explore the stories behind the various sightings of the enigmatic winged humanoid. Described as a human-like entity with wings and glowing red eyes, Mothman gained prominence after it was sighted multiple times in and around Point Pleasant, West Virginia from 1966 to 67. The first reported sighting occurred in November 1966 with 5 men who were digging a grave in a local cemetery, describing seeing a strange figure swooping over the trees overhead. I'm not going to read all this, but people are still claiming that they're seeing this still to this day. This is what this documentary shows. I'm going to go ahead and play the documentary for you guys real quick, or the trailer rather.
As I laid on the mattress, I dozed off. I immediately started feeling like I was dreaming. I had a dream that my son, my 8-year-old son, was standing beside my bed. I remember in the dream asking him why he was there, who brought him there, and how did he get there. And I guess I had enough consciousness to know he shouldn't be there. So I immediately woke up, and when I did, there was this figure standing beside the bed. Had long arms, skinny like fingers, skinny arms, wings above its shoulders, and its face, I could see dark, large circles where its eyes would be.
And it was late in the evening. We're coming around the first curve, and the first curve would be near a graveyard, actually. And as we come around the curve, we slowed down, and the headlights hit something in the road. What they hit was a form. And for a split second, I thought, oh, it's a large bird in the middle of the road. It kind of stands up a little bit. With just one movement, it shot straight up.
When it got to that part of the house and went up over the house, you actually could hear it. I stood up, turned around to the back window of the bedroom, and you could see the shadow of whatever this was flying over the field to the back of the house.
And there you go. Looks like it's pretty well produced. I'm going to do my best to get at least one of the people in the group on Necromancer sometime in March or April. Hopefully. Looks pretty sick. We're going to be covering Mothman again this year for our Ultra Terrestrial docuseries, amongst many other. And Caesar asked if Mothman would be considered a crypto, and a lot of people do consider that to be in the cryptozoology sector. But some people argue or theorize that it could be interdimensional or other things. So it's up to you what you believe and what your ideas are. What do you guys think about the Mothman? Let me know what you think. Okay, let's see who we got here next. Oh, I know the people in the Bill, Jess, and Missy didn't hear it, but did it look pretty cool from your end?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't exorcist.
I like the Mothman.
Yeah, I watched the video when I shared it, and I just think it's interesting that we are about 45 minutes from a well-known bridge here in West Virginia, and that was the last time that it was um, spotted, so to speak, about 45 minutes from here.
I see you there, Dan. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy your dinner. Okay, right now we have. I'll turn the alerts back on here. A third of Londoners have seen a road ghost. Okay, and this is Sunday, February 2nd, 2020. And it reads, a new survey has revealed the surprising number of British motorists who believe that they have seen a ghost. The poll, which was conducted by a car leasing firm, focused on car drivers across the British Isles who had at some point witnessed a potential spook while out driving on the country roads. In total, approximately 13% of respondents across the UK as a whole said that they had seen something paranormal while driving, which breaks down to 15% of men and 11% women. Surprisingly, the Greater London area seemed to have the largest number of cases, with 36% of respondents reporting a road-based paranormal sighting. In Scotland, by comparison, the figure was 15%, while in north-west England it was 14%. Out of all those polled, approximately 36% said that they believed ghosts existed. If you analyze some of the UK's most famous eyewitness reports, there are some really common road ghost tropes, said James O'Malley of Select Car Leasing. One involves drivers who believe they accidentally collided with a pedestrian, only for the mysterious casualty never to be found, having seemingly disappeared into thin air. Others involved the dreaded phantom hikers who thumb a lift only to disappear with a trace from the basket of the startled motorist car. So I found this to be interesting that they're actually, I mean, look at this. I don't know if this is just the actual road or they just took some photo from the net, but that's a pretty cool looking road if you ask me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat if you've seen something paranormal while driving. Bill, have you seen anything paranormal while driving?
I have.
Just like, yeah, I don't know if it's paranormal or not, because I sure as hell ain't stopping. But, see something.
Missy,
without my camera,
what
yeah.
have you seen?
Oh, I'll be driving down the road and see a guy that I knew who hung himself about 15 years ago. And he'll wave at me.
Oh.
Where's this at? In Aurora?
Yeah.
But no strange
I'd say that was
creatures
paranormal.
or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, that's kind of normal for you.
Yeah.
I do want to take a moment to thank Gina for liking the stream. Thanks for sharing the stream, Gilson. Ian Griffiths gave us a like. Valerie has gave us a like. Chris Stanton, Linda, and Sandy, and Derek a whole bunch of times, and Bill Davis. All right, let's see what's next, folks. Okay, what do we got here? YouTuber fakes girlfriend's death, holds seance. Okay. We got to bring up the douchery in the paranormal field from time to time. This was January 28th, so last Friday. Popular YouTuber I'm Jay Station admitted to faking the death of his girlfriend in order to attract more subscribers. The distasteful stunt began when Jason Ethier, who has over 5 million subscribers, revealed to his audience last week in an emotional video that his girlfriend, Alexia Morano, who's also a YouTuber, had been killed by a drunk driver in a tragic road accident. He went on to take the deception one step further by uploading a video of himself using a Ouija board to try and contact his recently deceased significant other from beyond the grave. It didn't take long for his viewers to figure out that something was amiss, and he was ultimately forced to upload another video admitting that the whole thing had been a hoax. I want to start out by saying I'm sorry to Alexia's family for putting them through any hard times or stress about the death of their daughter, he said. I didn't intend them to get any hate or put them through any emotional stress involving Alexia. I expected all this to stay on YouTube, and it didn't. I thought of the idea of faking Alexia's death and then doing a thing on YouTube, thanking everyone, explaining to everyone I was just to gain traction. So we were going to say she lied, then do a Ouija board video, which we did do. Then we would resurrect her and get more followers. So unsurprisingly, he and Alexa are no longer dating. What a dumbass.
Gee.
Oh, I can't
Dumbass.
believe that.
Not the word I would use.
What would you call it?
14? 14 years
douche?
old?
Is that? I don't think it said he was 14, did it?
Douche has been used. No, he should be. Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
That's stupid for any age, man.
Ian Griffiths said we do have many stories of roadside spirits in the UK.
Yeah, I see. Did you want to read off some of the comments? I don't want to miss anybody's.
Yeah.
Good comments.
Gina said, yeah, but it was in the daylight and in a parking lot. If I saw something on the road like that, I would probably freak.
Probably run it over.
That's what I do. Steer into it.
I would love to have Bill on one of our investigations. I want to see him get freaked the hell out. That'd be hilarious.
Make sure
We
you're
already
in front of me.
We already seen how he ran.
Well, in his defense, he thought he
Yeah.
was going to die.
Right. No, I get it. But it still makes my
Or
day.
he thought he was going to blow his private parts off.
Yeah.
He needs those for later.
Did that in 79. Yeah.
I did
Pulled
that.
them off
I
in
did that back
79
in
in the
Nam.
Great War of Grenada. No, I was in the Great War of Grenada. About
Buster says
2
he's seen
months.
masses dart across the road, seen a brown mass near where a roadman used to rob riders. That's interesting. Is that like an urban legend or something you researched yourself? What did Ian? Oh, okay, Josh is just replying to Ian.
Yeah. Valerie said, who is this Jay Station? I used to watch his videos, but I stopped because of crap like this.
That's funny. Dan, I'm assuming that this is a real thing. I'm Jay Station. Let's look. Let's look at his channel. We'll if it's a real YouTube channel, we'll assume.
Ron
That it's
says,
real.
wasn't she in on it and helped him make some of the videos?
Yes, according to the art. Yes. Whoa, that guy is super cringe. Here, you guys got to listen to this guy. This guy's cringe.
The dark web, guys, but by far the most infamous thing that's on the dark web are these things called red rooms, guys, and apparently they're like live streamed straight from the dark web where people will actually torture other people in front of the live stream for donations and stuff like that, guys. People kidnap other people, bring them in a room, set up a camera so everybody can watch that person get tortured, guys. It is crazy. We have no idea if these things are still on the dark web, guys. They pop up every once in a while, but tonight, guys, we are
Oh my god, his voice is annoying. It doesn't even sound like his balls just dropped.
Oh,
Oh my god, Linda has a massive comment that we can't ignore. Read that.
She said, my daughter loves Sunset, I think she meant lives in Sunset, Texas, 30 minutes from Jacksonboro, where I live. And 3 weeks ago today, we were on our way to Verica, Oklahoma, 30 minutes from her house. And on the way back by county line, we saw a tall figure cross the road and it stopped and looked right at us. Squatted down as we passed it. And was as tall as the car and took 3 steps and was already in the ditch. His eyes were reflected from the oncoming traffic and was gone. We all just looked at each other in disbelief and not not a spirit. It was huge, every broad and fast, but looked right at us until oncoming traffic came. She hasn't been the same, and not much scares us, but this one did. And I'll never forget it.
Wow. Yeah, that's something you definitely don't see every day. They must have took down the video unless they reported older news than what they assumed when it happened. I'm kind of scrolling through it's an actual YouTube channel. He does have a girlfriend here in the thumbnails, but I'm not seeing what video they're talking about. I'm assuming the screenshot here is from the actual video. I'm just going to assume that. All right. Well,
Joe.
Go ahead.
Joe Vitale was replying back about you saying Bill about bringing Bill an investigation. Joe says Bill would probably just want to blow shit up.
They do have a bomb shelter at one of the locations we'll be going to this year.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
we'll be safe.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And in Point Pleasant at the TNT bunkers, we can lock ourselves in there. Maybe we can blow up Mothman.
Oh.
Joe might blow up his new computer here soon. You see that new motherboard he got?
But remember, Jessica, Joe does blow. Remember.
Joe blow.
Joe, you need to go watch the gag reel in Death Trippers on Facebook, dude. It's hilarious. Anyway, Bizarre 3 Tentacled Sea Monster. This is like a week old or more. That's actually 2 weeks. Yeah, Friday 30 posted on Friday 31st of January. It's older, but I didn't go over this last time, so we'll just throw it up here. Marine Experts has shed light on a recent viral video showing a bizarre sea creature. You guys have already seen this, but I'm just going to put it out there for people watching the VOD. The unusual footage was originally posted up on video sharing social media site TikTok by users Natalia Vorobak. However, the exact circumstances and location remain unclear. Let's take a look at this.
What? Ma, you see this?
No. Holy what the hell is that?
What is happening? You guys see this? What the hell? What is that, Mom?
What?
Ma, you see this?
No. Holy what the hell is that?
What is happening? You guys see this? What the hell? What is that, Mom?
Okay, we get it. That's kind of funny. Yeah, maybe they just didn't know what it was and it's already identified. I don't know. But there you go. Has anybody have you seen anything like that living in Florida, Bill?
No, I haven't.
Here, I'll give you a look of it here. Because I know they got some pretty strange shit in the ocean.
Yeah.
And especially along the shores. Well, anywhere for that matter. But yeah, you haven't seen anything like that?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything like that. I caught some crappy fish.
Yeah, the first fish I caught, I was at a KOA in Florida. It was a frogfish. I'm like, what? I was like that kid. I was like, Mom, what is that? No.
What the fuck is this? Yeah, like clam mouths.
Yeah, really. Okay.
But I could take your finger off.
You guys can just read comments as they come up.
Okay. Valerie said, with all of the hazardous materials dumped in the ocean, you'd be surprised what mutated mammals are suffering in there. Sad.
I know that's true about the Ohio River. It's the most polluted body of water in the U.S.
Gina said, looks like a deformed octopus.
It's an octofish. That's right.
Nocturnal says squirrel and octopus shoot.
TJ and my wife are the same. That's why I don't swim in the ocean. That and the fish poop in it. That's exactly what she would say. Okay. Right. We have January 29th. I don't know why this This is kind of interesting. I haven't went over this. This is kind of old. It's a couple weeks old, but we'll take a look at it. Has life from Earth spread to distant worlds? Everybody has heard of panspermia, but if you haven't heard of it, it's a theory that suggests that life came to Earth on a meteor that was carrying bacteria or some type of one-celled organism, and it collided with Earth, and that's how the evolution got spread and started. And this article talks about evolutionary scientists who say that it could be the opposite. Things could have came from Earth and populated other planets. It says, is it often suggested that alien life could have reached Earth on a comet, but what about the other way around? Scientists have long speculated over what processes might have given rise to life on other worlds. One such process, which is known as panspermia, involves life from one planet being transported to another on asteroids and comets that have come into contact with an inhabitable world. While this theory is often put forward as an answer to how life on our planet first emerged, comparatively little thought is given to the idea that this may have happened to the other way around. Could ancient microbes from Earth have hitchhiked a ride to a planet in some distant solar system? According to astrophysicist Amir Sahira, or whatever, I can't pronounce that, and Avia Loeb, such a scenario is actually possible. The pair theorized that the Earth's distant past, a large, fast-moving comet could have grazed our planet's atmosphere, picking up microbes that became embedded deep within the surface. If any of these managed to survive for thousands of or even millions of years of travel through space, it is not inconceivable that they could have ended up deposited on a planet in a distant solar system. Suggests that there could be another world out there inhabited by life seeded from Earth. It's a brand new field of science. So I guess if you can believe in panspermia, you can believe in that, because it's just the opposite of it. Have a good night, Valerie.
Yeah, I would say the opposite. I would say the opposite. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it the ocean and the motion of the earth and everything, moving it around and all that with the tides and everything, kind of created the life?
Brent asked, so could this scientifically tie into the God particle? The God particle is the Higgs boson, and it pretty much describes a section of quantum field theory that there is a field of energy that gives other particles mass. So an example of that would be if without the Higgs field, let's just say the Higgs field is the ocean and fish swim in the ocean. If the Higgs field is the ocean and the Higgs field wasn't there, the fish would have no resistance in the water against them as they swam. So they would have no mass, but the water acts as weighing them down or giving them substance. So depending on what particle you are, the Higgs field gives you the mass that every particle has. So that's what that is. It doesn't involve panspermia. Okay. Any other questions or things before we move on to this last one?
You have a slight echo.
It's coming through Bill's microphone. His headphones can hear my voice, and there's a lag.
Okay.
They're loud.
Yeah. TJ has liked the stream. Thanks, man. Or woman. I'm sorry if you're... I don't know. TJ could be a man or a woman. Let us know so we know. Okay. Last but not least here. What we got? Reporter keeps asking politicians about UFOs. And this is kind of a hokey article. It's just one of those articles that it's kind of clickbait, but it's in the news, so I just want to cover it. Damon Steer has quizzed many of the United States' most prominent politicians about the phenomenon. Over the years, many presidential candidates and other senior political figures in the U.S. government have spoken openly about UFOs and offered their own views on the possibilities of alien life. Journalist Damon Steer, who writes for a local New Hampshire newspaper, is one of the increasing numbers of reporters who have been repeatedly pressing for answers on the subject. I've always been curious about UFOs, he told a motherboard. The first time I asked the question was back in '08, primary cycle, when I was working for the Cabinet Press. Hillary Clinton came to the office for an editorial board meeting, and the question popped into my head. I figured she might know something about UFOs since she was a former First Lady. Here are some of the replies he has received from politicians over the years. Hillary Clinton is quoted saying, "I'm going to get to the bottom of the UFO phenomenon. I think we may have been visited already. We don't know for sure." And I think that's been reported many times. Mayor Pete, whatever that is, but Pete Butt, that's what we'll call him. As a curious species, we should always be looking at what's going on around us. Unimaginably strange things often happened in the grand sweep of American and world history, and we should never fail to be on the lookout for what's happening around us. Senator Amy, I don't know how to pronounce these people's names. Klobuchar, I guess. I read some articles about the USS Nimitz incident, and I think we don't know enough. And I think one of the things a president could do is to look into what's there. What does the science say? What does the military say? And Republican William Weld is quoted saying, "I do think there's extraterrestrial life out there. I don't think it's more intelligent than us." And Eric Swalwell is quoted saying, "I have met other pilots, commercial pilots, who have said that there are things that they've seen in the night sky, mostly the night sky. I used to be on the board of an airline. I talked to pilots who told me about that sort of thing." So politicians are not any different than people like you and I when it comes to, well, I guess they are different because they have access to more information and they have better connections than we do on average.
TJ is a woman.
Okay. Thank you. I don't want to keep calling him or her or sir or whatever. I want to know what's going on there. Spirit Stalkers in the house. We see you there. Thanks for joining us. And is anybody else new that we want to shout out that I haven't noticed yet? Don't think so. I know Brett joined us sometime.
Sam Thomas, Art and Paranormal, Gilson was on, Jen's on, you said Dan, Fireball, Lovin, Ron, Nocturnal, and Joe.
Okay.
That's who is in the chat on YouTube.
Gilson wants to know if you blew anything up this week, Bill.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna blow up the boat motor tomorrow. We're gonna work on it, see if we can get it running.
That'd be cool.
That should be fun. Yeah, we could go do some ice fishing or something.
Maybe you'll catch one of those octofish.
But yeah, I bet they taste good.
Does it taste like octopusy?
That's what I was kind of hoping.
What do you got in that package, Bill? What's it say?
It's dark in here. It don't say nothing. You gotta look at it.
Oh,
It says Bill Davis. It says some Justin Brown.
okay.
Then there's an address on here I should read. But I probably already flashed it, so they probably screenshotted
I
that.
have my address
Send.
up already, so anybody's. Please don't send me sex toys.
Okay. Now send them haunted doll heads.
You can send Bill Davis on it, ball heads. Thanks for all the $10 donations. Spirit Stalker strikes again. Everybody give Spirit Stalker love in the chat right now. Do it right now.
Night's Watch Paranormal's in the house too.
Awesome.
I got a sticker.
It's kind of
Can
hard
you
to
see
see in
that, Ira?
IR. It's kind of hard to see from that far away. It's the logo. It's the Interface Death logo. You can. It's a vinyl decal with the transfer plastic. I threw an extra Blu-ray in there. That's
I
Ohio.
don't have a Blu-ray player.
What's it say? I forget
It's
the
the
name.
Ghost Legend. It's
Yes.
the Ghost Legends of Chillicothe.
Yeah, that's got 2 episodes from season 5 on it.
Right. This is not doing good.
I can see it. Yeah, IR is not good for showing off stuff.
I should have did color, but
That's all right.
how about that one?
There's the box set.
You know those people?
Yeah, they're idiots, unfortunately. Especially the one in the middle.
And you're right in the front center.
I'm the leader of the idiots.
Front center.
Yep. Caesar just ordered one. He'll be getting one next week. It's got all 5 episodes and a bonus disc in it with the gag reel and unedited video or interviews from the entire season 6.
Josh and I was
insane.
laughing our ass off.
Josh
This is the best.
Bender?
Do what?
Was Josh Bender laughing? Is that
Josh
what you said?
Yes.
Josh Vaston?
We watched Josh. We watched it on the TV and it was hilarious.
Yeah. I would love to let everybody see it, but I gotta have
Then
extra.
they wouldn't buy the DVDs.
Yeah, I gotta have extra stuff to entice people to want to either buy the box set, which is going to be only $25 for a limited time, guys. If you go here, just so you guys don't have an excuse not to find it, go to interfacedeath.net. Go to store. It's right there.
Is it still on sale?
Yep. You want to put your email address in there so you subscribe to our newsletter. It's right there for $25. It's got every single episode from season 6 plus the bonus disc for $25. Pretty good deal, I thought. I figured that.
TJ said she needs the different sizes on the shirts.
The shirts that we have, there's very limited stock on them. Let's see what's available on the shirts. I think we have.
He's got a $30 sticker on them too.
Oh, is there another sticker in that one? There probably is. In the Chillicothe, Ohio disc. Did you look inside the other one? There might be a sticker in there. Yeah.
Yep. There's one in there.
What's going on
there?
Oh, you can see that.
So, yep, you got 2 of them.
Sam, sometimes he does, but it's very rare.
What did she ask?
Sam Thomas said Josh showed emotions.
Yep.
He cried once. Yeah,
large and extra large left in our inventory.
Is there just a crying episode in this?
Christy liked to stream.
Should
Thanks,
be.
Christy. Yeah, we only have large and extra large left in stock right now, unfortunately. So if you are a large and extra large, you can get one of these shirts here. I plan on doing merch through Streamlabs, but that requires a monthly fee. I think it's like $15 or $18 a month. I'm thinking about getting that. I don't know if I can swing that with the Patreon support we have right now. I might be able to in the near future, but that merch is high. We did have a limited time offer on our brand new shirts. If you ask Josh Bender if we're allowed to add any of the brand new shirts, he might be able to give his supplier an add-on order. Those are $20 for medium up to extra large, and then $25 for medium, extra large, and $30 for double X and up. And we also have Interface Death hats like this one, the glow in the dark ones that Josh can have made for I think $25. But those aren't on a store. We have to put in a special order for that.
TJ said her kiddo is a 3XL.
Whoa, yeah, we've never had a 3XL made.
Eddie Pence asked, do you have any extra large shirts? I would love to buy one. And I said, yes, we do.
Yep.
And he said, okay.
You go right here, buddy. Go to interfacedeath.net. You go to the store. And you go down here to the shirts. Oops. And you click the select sides, and you go to XL and click it. and add to cart, and it'll be there in 3 days.
Nocturnal, ask Josh. I think Josh, well, I know Josh did patches. I don't know if he has any more or not. He said you guys should have patches.
I know Josh just got some stuff in. If he wants me to talk about the things he just got in today for Deadlight, I will. The stickers are talking about Interface Death stickers or Deadlight stickers.
Well, he's talking about patches.
Oh,
you know how, and then Josh had a few patches. I don't know if he still does or not.
I think
sent him a message.
He told me that he has a few, but one of them's mine. Damn it.
Buster wants to know if we have thongs.
Not yet.
Justin wears them all.
Not yet. Yeah, I eat the crotch out of all of them that I get.
Oh, gross.
They're edible undies.
Yeah, they taste like black licorice.
Brandon, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. He said, "Man, I love this stream. Best one I've seen so far."
Awesome. I'll take that as a compliment.
And then Christy said that would be something to consider. LOL.
Thongs?
Yeah.
You can definitely get
Well, I mean, the
those.
girls would probably buy them. You know?
He said, "I have a few Deadlight
girls-
patches."
Okay, look at this. Okay, if you go to Streamlabs and you go to merch, I'll show you all the different stuff you can do. Let's see here. Products in store. This is the I mean, if I go ahead and do this, you can get an Interface Death coffee mug, you can get a hoodie and t-shirts. But the Prime membership right here is like $18 a month. Let's see what else stuff that we can get here. Let me see if I can access it. Show tutorial.
Would be great.
Jess, did you hear me? He said he does have a few Deadlight patches.
Okay.
I'm trying to find. No, I don't need that stupid tutorial. Products.
I have this. I have the
Let's
song
see if it'll
patches.
let me add any. I don't know, but if I start the store, I can add stuff. They got all kinds of stuff. They have shoes, they have clothing. They got to have underwear on there. I'll just have to go back into it and see if I can find it.
Guys, you got to donate to Patreon so we can get this stuff.
You don't.
Right.
It doesn't have to be Patreon. It could just be. You can
Yeah,
do
donation.
Yeah, you can do the PayPal, or not the PayPal, but the Streamlabs PayPal.
Sandy Griffiths said, "Do you have silk boxers?"
No, sorry.
Boxer briefs.
I
But-
said I would wear those as shorts.
You can donate to the link right there. You can throw me $1 if you think that would help. Every little bit of amount helps. Just like you see Spirit Stalker Afterlife's donation, it pops up right there. And yeah, anything helps. The stream is not cheap. Even the camera gear over and the gear and the hardware over there at Bill's house is expensive as fuck. Pardon my language. My main goal this year is not to cuss so much, especially on the videos, because a lot of people who watch the videos don't like it. And I think even if I bleep all the cuss words out, they'll still be offended by it. So
Well, what are you gonna do with me and Jess?
I'm worried about myself. I'm like, I got a potty mouth. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try. I think we'll just try not to cuss so bad, and if we do, we'll just bleep it out.
Can't we just get you a medical waiver that,
They'll still be
a
mad.
disclaimer? Well, that's just hating against the handicap, man.
I'm not going to tell
not
people
good.
I'm handicapped. I just got to watch my mouth.
I mean, they can look and see, Justin. I mean, they
That-
can look at
it's not my fault. Stop making fun
Yo,
of me.
bitch.
All right, guys. We're going to start talking about EMF meters, and
Christy said you're a bad influence, Justin.
hey, everyone watching is a responsible adult. They have to.
We all used to be
They're
normal in the
responsible
chat.
for their own actions. The free will is real. Okay. We're going to talk about EMF meters and all the stuff that we use and the stuff that's out there. And we're going to talk about the good things, the bad things. And if you guys have ran across any footage that people claim or paranormal, if you guys have recorded anything that you guys want us to take a look at it on the show, don't be nervous. If you do want to know what we think, we will be nice, we'll be respectful to you, but we'll tell you what we actually think. And we're not just some Joe Schmo. We are actually trained photographers, videographers. You know, we have analyzed. I don't want to even admit how much video and audio I've analyzed. It's just a lot, and our peer review of anything that you would have would be valuable. But yeah, don't submit it if you think that if we don't agree with you, it would hurt your feelings. So I don't want to do that. But we do that here on the show. I struggle to find things that are recent to take a look at because a lot of stuff I see online. I tell you what, we will look at Joe McCarthy's anomaly he caught on Facebook that he sent me. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. It is interesting because he said it was by himself. We'll do that here in a little bit, though. We had just recently bought the Tri-Field Natural EM meter. It's autofocus. And these were kind of hard to find, and they were kind of pricey, but eBay has been selling some for a pretty good deal. I got 2 of them for $100 a piece. And what is good about the Tri-Field meter, and if anybody has one or have used one, please let me know in the chat and tell me what you think about them so we can read those off. But what's good about those meters is it filters out any man-made alternating current fields of electricity or magnetic fields. And it only does DC static fields and natural fields. So I could actually set this. Let's see if we can get this to happen. Let me see if I can change my camera here so you can... Let me see if I can change it. We'll see. See what this looks like. No, it wouldn't let me do it. We'll change it back. Technical problems. It won't let me do it. So I can't show it on stream very well because if you just turn this on, see what it does? It kind of measures the fields and then it slowly zeroes out. And it takes several seconds to do that. And you can't walk around with these meters at all. What it does is very interesting. If the theory that ghosts are once people and they're no longer living, they still have electrical charges. So see if I can get it to do it. Oh, no, we got to go to electrical, I think. It was doing it before. It's not doing it now. How embarrassing. Let's see if I can set it down and do it. But it's supposed to measure fluctuations in the electric field. I think I need to go back to that setting and let it reset. Stand by. Other meters that we use, the Mel meter. But before we go to the Mel meter, I want to talk about more of the pros and cons of this meter. It's very sensitive, very delicate. It can be finicky. Turn this off a little bit. Okay. It's not doing what it was doing before, which is weird. I haven't quite figured this meter out yet, but the pro of it is you will not, your cell phone won't set it off, your equipment won't set it off. It only picks up DC static fields. It has a radio and microwave setting, so if you want to see if there's any contamination or anything like that disturbing people in a home, you can switch it to that. It does magnetic and electric fields, and it has a setting that says some right there in the middle, right here. And that allows you to do magnetic and electrical both at the same time. It is very sensitive. You can't use it walking around, and that's the con of it. What's good is you sit it down and you back kind of far away so your movement won't even set it off because your body will set that off. I've seen that happen. And if anything goes by it and it goes off, you know that it was something natural. So that's what's good about those. The Mel meter, this one is the most sophisticated one they have. It's the Mel 8704 REMT, and it comes with all the bells and whistles. It's got the REM pod, it's got the laser grid, it's got the shadow detector, it's got the thermocouple for the temperature. It's got ambient temperature deviation device on it, so if it goes up or down 5 degrees, it'll go off. It's just got everything in it. The pros is it's like a 7-in-1 thing that you can carry in your pocket. The EMF meter is pretty accurate, but sometimes you do have to calibrate it. The con to the EMF sensor in it is only 1 axis, to where this is 3 axis, and I did not mention that. It's got 3 axis. So why that is important is you can be, walking around trying to do an EMF sweep, and since it's only 1 axis and this one measures going this way, you can actually miss a spike in the field where the tri-field won't miss it. It measures in 3 different directions. So that is important. You can miss a lot of stuff. This doesn't have a backlight where this does. Okay? This has all kinds of other bells and whistles, but I'll tell you, taking the front panel off of this, the other millimeter that I have has a shield over the buttons, over the interface. This one does not. So tapping the buttons while you're using it can set off the REM pod, and it can give you false positives on the EF meter. So that is an issue. The best way to use it is to sit it down if you want to get accurate EMF readings. But I haven't determined whether I really, really like this device. It's expensive. None of these things are cheap. Probably one of my favorites, Josh had gotten this for the group. It's the EDI Plus. It's probably the best data logger you can get easily. It measures EMF, vibration, humidity, and barometric pressure. It kind of gives you a light. If there's a increase or decrease in temperature, you can make it light up if the magnetic fields are detected. The vibration is down there. Yeah.
No one can see that.
No one can see that. Here, let me turn the overlays off. Does that help?
It's me, I think.
There you go.
I'm in the way.
Or are they complaining? I'm sorry.
No, I was just watching the show, and I'm like, reading my comments, and I'm like, nobody can see that.
Okay. Well, now they can.
Yeah.
What's really, really great about this meter is you can stick an SD card in there and hit record. And it will record all the data that it will measure and graph it out for you later using a program. And that's really, really, really good, and probably the most useful way you can measure data in the environment. And the cons to it is it can be a little finicky. The sensors in it are not as good as the Mel meter and the tri-field meter, but it's good enough. You can definitely tell if something anomalous is happening, and the graph will show you if you can correlate like a drop in temperature with an EMF spike with something vibrating it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Last but not least is the K2. This is very sensitive. It will pick up everything from 50 hertz to 200,000 hertz. It picks up everything: your Wi-Fi router, your cell phone, your electric circuits in the house, everything. AC, DC fields, it does not matter. It picks up everything. I mean,
Did you hear that?
I heard something.
Yeah, I heard it. I was muted.
Well, my wife is talking in the other room. Could it have been that?
No.
Squeal from the K2.
Is that what you heard?
No. It was a voice, like a whisper.
Okay.
Mark it.
I can't mark it. I don't know how. Well, yeah, I can. We're 56 minutes in. So write that down, Jess, would you?
Yes, I'm on it.
Thank you.
I have a question too.
Go ahead.
Brandon asked, what's your opinion on Cambridge Labs rechargeable EMF meters?
I think I know what he's talking about. Cambridge Lab EMF meters. We'll take a look in here. I have not used these. I will say the price. Wow, I've had this desktop audio on the whole time you guys been echoing. Okay, the price kind of lets you know how good they are. This one is a Gigahertz Solutions. They look pretty decent. Let me just go check it out. Maybe I can tell you just based on reading the info. You're gonna tell me any specs here? It's lightweight, portable, handheld, dual readings, 2 readings on an easy to see backlit LCD screen. The screen has visual clarity, precise and accurate. The Cambridge Lab meter comes with precision data that alerts users when the EMF field measures high. It's not telling me anything about the sensor, I don't think. Because a lot of these sensors don't differentiate from electric fields and magnetic fields. And what's good about the tri-field meter is it does. You can do magnetic, electric, microwave, and radio. And you can filter out even man-made electric and magnetic fields. So this one doesn't look like it does that. So that would be a con. But other than that, it looks like it's better than a K2 meter, just based on the price and the looks of them. But I have not ever used it.
Not bad.
Yeah, the prices ranged from like $50 to upwards. Oh, Sin City Paranormal donated $5. Thank you very much. Everybody give love to Sin City. Yeah, this is.
Here's the puck.
Oh yeah, we're going to definitely talk about a piece of equipment that Bill has, and Missy has something that our group uses as well. Go ahead and talk about the puck, because that's a pretty interesting device.
The puck by Bill Chappell. You turn it on and you can use your tablet, and it has all the stats on it that it measures, which is like EMF, static electricity, temperature, barometric pressure, and light differences. I think it does all that. It pretty much goes through your tablet, and you can, it records everything. It doesn't have the SD card; it just records it in the app. But I think you can fire it out through email or something. All the data on it.
So you can share. Cool. You can share the data.
I found it to be pretty accurate. Yeah, you can share the data on it.
So it has EMF sensors.
I mean, I'll share it.
It has other type of sensors too, environmental sensors.
Yes.
So
and it has a ITC part.
Yeah. So the parlor trick is that it has these sensors, and if it detects a fluctuation on any of the environmental sensors that it has on the device, it will randomly throw it out a word in its dictionary. Is that how it works?
For that, yeah, the ITC. Okay. Yeah. I think so for the ITC part.
Yeah, Joe McCarthy's on. Joe, yeah, he says it's okay. Before we get to that, Joe, we're going to let us know what you think about the Paranormal Puck. The ITC stuff, I'm definitely skeptical of. Does it give you anything like environmental readouts, like what the EMF measurement is, or anything like that?
Yeah, yep, does all that, and you can set thresholds on each one, and if any, it has an alarm, and it'll have the different lights. You can set it for any of the sensors to go off. You can use it like in a standalone, like 10% differences. It'll go off. There's really a lot to it that I have not really fully read through the manual like I should have.
I would definitely play with one if I had one in my possession. Derek, do you want to talk about the mag check? Is that why you're there?
Actually, I'm here because she had to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, I can talk about it whenever you want.
Yeah, go ahead, Jess, before we go talk about
I
that.
was just going to say Nocturnal said that he had a puck like what Bill Davis had, and he ended up selling it because the app didn't work. It was giving him problems.
Okay.
We're using Apple or are you using Samsung? Because I can't get it to work worth a shit on Samsung or like Galaxy, but it works good on my iPad.
It's probably designed to work with the iPhone and the Apple stuff.
Yeah, I mean it does have the app available for Galaxy, but or whatever the hell it is. Yep.
Brandon says, we are investigating
right.
the Graham House on the 29th. We will be live. You're welcome to watch, and we would love to hear your advice during our investigation. I will also let you know how the EMF meter did. The 29th. Okay, let me look at that.
And while he's looking at that, Bill, he says he had an Android.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
All right.
No, that's probably why.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Paranormal Puck, that's made by Bill Chappelle, ain't it?
Chappell.
Yeah,
Chappell. However you pronounce his last name.
Bill Chappell. He's half white man, half black
right?
man.
Dave Chappelle and Bill Chappelle. Yeah, most of his stuff is actually designed to work with Apple products. All of his apps he released were all Apple based. Nothing was Android based. So I think most of his equipment is also Apple based. iOS is an easier platform to make stuff for than Galaxy and Samsung.
Sweet.
I've tested this against, like regular EMF meters or temperature, and whatever sensors are in this is pretty accurate. I should send it to you since I have your address.
Put it in that envelope and put return to sender.
Yeah.
Derek.
Oh, they're DVDs. What the hell is this? It won't fit in my CD player.
Derek, talk about the MagCheck 95.
Okay.
You're on the screen so they can see you.
Okay. Can you see it?
I can.
My camera's horrible. That's the MagCheck 95 sensor. Just square box. It's kind of plastic coated with a BNC connector in the back. And then I also brought up the meter that I got with it. I bought it as a set. It came with this, which is actually a meter that you plug into with the sensor and it reads out. So let me undo the plug in. I'll plug it in and turn it on so everybody can see it.
What's cool about it's a scientifically calibrated and certified sensor.
Yeah, it does come with paperwork from the factory. You can actually, I do believe, send these in every so many months and have them recalibrated. If you think something's wrong, they'll recalibrate it. They're pretty expensive just for the sensor. Was $185. I got this
150, and I think the MC95E is like 175.
Yeah, the E is like round. It's a different shape. Yeah, like you can take the sensor, it plugs into here, kick it on, and start reading. See if I can get it to do anything while we're sitting here with the glare off of my great little camera. There it goes.
Looks like the door on behind you was moving. Is that right. Missy?
Yeah.
Yeah. She just got back in from smoking. Okay. And see, it's measuring right now. It's just measuring around the computer. I'm waving it around the computer and it's measuring.
So I will show what we use that sensor on. We'll go back to the website. And we'll go to, if you go to our website, it pretty much shows everything. You can go to tech. And I got to add the tri-fill meter to this and some other things. We got to update the website.
Oh, yeah.
But the RVPR.
There it is.
This is one of my favorite accomplishments. It's got the MagCheck 95 plugged into the Tascam DR40 there, and it's got a shotgun mic. And you can test the hypothesis that many propose that EVP is generated using magnetic fields. And what the magnetic field does is it manipulates or interferes with the transducer and the microphones and causes the voice. So if one of those microphones has a voice and the others don't, that's actually physically impossible. And if you pick up on the EMF at that same time, you can actually prove the hypothesis, or not prove it, but get supporting evidence that's pretty strong.
Yes.
So that's why Derek had got that. He got a really good deal on it. It's $150 brand new from, here we go.
Magnetic Sciences.
Yeah, that's it.
MSI International, I think, is the name.
If you go to...
Yeah, Magnetic Science International.
Yeah, so if you go to Magnetic Sciences International, the MagCheck 95 sensor is right there, and you can buy it. See, it's $125 right now. The 220 is. It's a little cheaper.
Yeah, that's... Now, is that... There's a different... What kind of adapter is that they're selling with it there?
This is an XLR adapter, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's pre-built so that you can plug it right in. That's cool.
So yeah, eBay is where Derek got his for a very, very lower price than brand new.
Yeah.
So
and
look there first.
With the meter.
Right. And there you go. As far as meters are concerned, it's not so much which one you use, is knowing how it works, knowing what this frequency response to the meters are, and trying to use whatever meter you have the best way. If you only have a K2 meter, you're definitely susceptible to false positives. If you're, in a home in a very highly populated area, I mean, walkie-talkies set the damn K2 off bad, and the REM pods will be set off by them really bad too. So, is anybody else? Do we have any information or feedback from the chat about the subject matter at hand?
Gilson did comment and say on YouTube, the sound that everybody heard was at minus 6 minutes, 9 seconds.
Yeah, I did make a note of that.
Okay.
I wonder what it was. Did we have another weird voice come across again? It happened once already on this show. We will see. The first one, if you guys have not seen that, it's pretty nuts. If type 1 if you have not seen that EVP on this show, and if you type 1 if you would like to see it, because we can play it for you. It's really clear and creepy. Yeah, I mean, the K2 it has its use. It's very sensitive. Like, it's probably the most sensitive meter out of all the ones that I have, to be honest. Like, it'll pick up my Wi-Fi easier than the Trifield does. It's super sensitive. 111111111. What did Betty miss? I don't know.
I think, and she's asking if she missed what we heard earlier, and I think she did. I think she was late, but better late than never, Betty.
Okay, well, we will show people. Go ahead.
MP wants to know what was the device? Its name. What was the device's name? Which one? MP. There was about 3 of them that was showed.
Bill had the Paranormal Puck. Derek had the MagCheck 95 sensor with the meter, the MSI meter. And I had a Trifield, a Mel meter, an EDI Plus, and a K2. Pick your poison. I'm bringing it up, ladies and gentlemen. I have it ready for... All right, here we go. Let me turn... Okay, take a gander at this. That was a car at Missy's.
Spirit Stalker Afterlife said he tried to donate in the stream tab, but he doesn't think it went through.
PayPal?
I think so.
Did you donate
Ooh,
through
that's-
PayPal?
a
Because I
train?
can verify that.
Yeah, it's outside my house.
Okay, cool.
You walk across the street and down the alley, and the train tracks are right there.
Well, at least you're on the right side of the tracks.
Who did you say
Right.
donated?
Okay, cool.
You walk across the street and down the alley, and the train tracks are right there.
Okay, cool.
You walk across the street and down the alley, and the train tracks are right there.
That's crystal freaking clear, man.
That's crazy.
It is. It is crazy. I don't know what the hell it is, man. It sounds like a little kid saying grandma to me. Crystal clear.
Yeah.
Train. Maybe someone tied some kid's grandma to a train and it freaked him out.
I got the puck thing going.
Are you going to turn it on and see if you can talk to Elvis and stuff? What are you going to do?
No, he's pissed at me. Temperature, humidity, barometric pressure, and static energy level. That's just some of them. Can you see that?
I can see the bars, but I can't really read the text at all.
Yeah, that's what it say. And that was one. Then you got magnetic level, movement, and light level. Got that.
Should we go back on the stream and see if we can hear what was going on live?
Busta Williams just sent you a message to Interface Death.
He said, "Want to hear something crazy?"
I knew that he was in the chat, so that's the reason why I brought it up.
Yeah, we can take a look at it right now. Hold. Yeah, definitely send me stuff to look at. Buster's good at that. He did that for us on another show. See what you got for me, buddy.
This gives it in digital. See the numbers?
I'm not. I can't really see him, to be honest. Interface Death. Okay, you're gonna make.
They're like little boxes.
Maybe you can take a screenshot of it and send it to me. That's probably the best way I can see it. Inbox. Click the button. There we go. Brandon says, me and a friend of mine investigated Cold Harbor battlefield outside of Richmond and got a full body Confederate soldier moving on film. Is that the one in Virginia? Or no, is that the one in Virginia? Is Richmond in Virginia? Is that right? I've heard that that's probably the most active battlefield ever. Oh, Joe, we can't forget about Joe's video. Let me go to Messenger and see what Buster sent us. Thanks for reminding me, Joe. I almost forgot. When he hears something crazy, it's the stream. He sent me. What is this, dude? Are you trolling me? Let's find out. Is that the one in Virginia? When he hears something crazy, it's the stream. He sent me. Is this? Okay, when I hear something crazy. What am I? You sent me the link to my stream, bro. What do you want me to hear, man? I don't know what you want me to hear. While you're helping me out about what to hear, we'll go to Joe's video here real quick because I thought it was interesting. He says that he was alone. Now, looking at this, is this, help me out here, Joe, is this like a doorway, a window? What is this here? Because I'm wondering if it's something on the other side of that. Because if you look at it, there's the shadow that you're seeing. And at first glance, I thought it was being cast on something, but I can't really tell what's in the background here because it's blurry. I'll turn the audio off on it. We'll look at it a few times here. I mean, if there's no one next to you walking behind you, I couldn't tell you what that was. I don't see an explanation for it. Unless there's shadow play coming from another room. What do you guys think? A wall, a mirror on it. Okay.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Yeah, I can't. There's nothing that jumps out at me as an obvious way to explain that. It's an MP3. Do you have it uploaded somewhere, Buster? Like, you sent me the stream, dude. Is it something from the stream we're doing that you wanted me to listen to? Because that's what I thought was weird. I don't know. There's a red dot moving at the top right. Oh, of this video? I'm not seeing a red dot. Do you guys see a red dot? Oh, okay,
Joe,
I see it. I see it. And the normal color version, it's easier to see. It's right up here. It just comes through for a second. Right there. I did see it. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
He said on an external drive.
Okay.
Joe also said that they say in that area there is a lot of shadow and black mist activity.
Yeah, it's moving way faster than he is.
Yeah, I'm thinking that if it's his shadow, it could be reflecting off of a mirror or something. I don't know. You're going to have to, Joe. What I want you to do is send me photos, all the photos you have or all the video you have of that room, and if it's something explainable, I could probably figure it out if you could do that.
Christy said you should go back to when we heard the voice on the stream.
Okay. Take a look now.
I would go back to 55 minutes. We were talking about it at 56.
Okay.
I just had a cat running here now, so. He squeaks.
He said it was at -6. That's what Gil said. But I think it would have changed. Okay, let's.
It was like 8:55, 8:56, something like that.
Okay. Up here. Marine Experts has shed light on a recent viral video showing a bizarre sea creature. You guys have already seen this, but I'm just going to put it out there for people watching the VOD. The unusual footage was originally posted up on video sharing social media site TikTok by users Natalia Vorobak. However, the exact circumstances and location remain unclear. Let's take a look at this. Okay, was it after the weird looking fish?
What?
Ma, you see this?
No.
Yeah.
Holy what the hell is that?
What is happening? You guys see this? What the hell? What is that, Mom?
What?
Ma, you see this?
No. Holy what the hell is that?
What is happening? You guys see this? What the hell? What is that, Mom?
Okay, we get it. That's kind of funny. Yeah, maybe they just didn't know what it was and it's already identified. I don't know. But there you go. Has anybody that lived?
I'm
Have
getting
you seen
hungry.
anything like that living in Florida, Bill?
I'm getting hungry for some octopus. No, I haven't.
Here, I'll give you a look of it here, because I know they got some pretty strange shit in the ocean.
Yeah.
And especially along the shores. Well, anywhere for that matter. But yeah, you haven't seen anything like that?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't seen anything like that. I caught some crappy fish. So,
Yeah,
no,
the first fish I caught, I was at a KOA in Florida. It was a frogfish. I'm like, what? I was like that kid. I was like, Mom, what is that? No.
What the fuck is this? Yeah, like clam mouths.
Yeah, really? Okay.
So I could take your finger off.
You guys can just read comments as they come up.
Okay. Valerie said with all
You guys, I'm not hearing it from where they said it was timestamped, so I don't know where it is. I have no idea where it is. Hey, is there any way you can turn down the volume in your headphones, Bill? Because the echo is crazy. Yeah. I know that's where it's coming from.
If I didn't have this diarrhea.
Good gosh.
Wow.
You just never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
No, or his butt.
Obviously.
Yeah, I wish I could find it better on the stream. Maybe somebody, if you will want to go back on the stream and see if you can find where it happened. I will keep trying to listen to it with the audio off. Read off some comments while I do that.
Nocturnal says he wants to come out and visit us one day.
That'd be really cool.
Jen wanted to know what's on the roof light fixture reflecting possibility? Possible.
It had to be something other than him, though, right? Because that seemed to me moving a lot faster.
See, on my mom's cameras, we see a lot, not every time, but we see a decent amount of stuff like that on her cameras as well.
Is echo better?
I have no idea where that voice was.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All I have is written down was 56 minutes in.
Yeah, it's not giving me. It's giving me like a negative number, and it won't be the same because the stream keeps getting bigger and bigger. Maybe next time, soon as it happens, we'll go back right then and listen to it then, because the last time I think Sam and Betty helped me. Betty, I think, timestamped it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once it's done, I think we can go to 50 because we looked at the clock. It said 56, 55, 56 minutes,
Right.
Right. After.
If something happens, you guys will be finding out about it.
Joe said just sent you a video to compare.
Where did you send me, Joe? Where did you send it? Facebook? Oh, look.
Is my echo better?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, I can barely hear myself now. That's really good. I'm the one that's echoing. Like, your headphones were so loud, my voice was feeding back into your microphone, but now it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, Darren Smith sent me something we'll take a look at. Where did Joe send me? I'm not seeing it on Messenger.
He said yes.
Okay, yeah. We'll look at it. We'll get to you in a second, Darren. Here's a video to compare. That looks like the same video you sent me. Oh, okay. That's a clearer video. Okay. This is like a slide shot and it just autofocused, and this is a wall. Okay. That's a little bit better clarity. Huh. Do you have a video shot of what's over here on the left? Like, do you pan to the left? Because that's where the shadow comes from, that direction. So that's what I would want to see. Make sure that there's not a mirror there or something to reflect. Okay. Darren says this was taken at Brownella Cottage. Terry captured it with a Pandora. All right. Let's see if we can blow that up. Turn on the volume. Make it even bigger.
Okay, are you messing with this recorder? You have something to say and then say it. How long was your body in this room? I would really like to talk to the little boy here from the train wreck. Okay, are you...
Is this a voice activated recorder, like a DR60 or something? Because that's what it sounds like.
Are you messing with this recorder? You have something to say and then say it. How long was your body in this room? I would really like to talk to the little boy here from the train wreck.
So, Darren, can you give me?
Are you messing with this?
Can you give me where you want me to listen to that? Because nothing jumps out at me in the recording. So, can you kind of guide me in where exactly you want me to listen to, like maybe even a timestamp? That would help. Let's see what else. Someone sent me.
He said yes, DR60 Panasonic.
Okay. Here's the screenshot Bill sent me of the Paranormal Puck. That's definitely what I remember seeing on Ghost Adventures. So the A, what's the A and what's the letters stand for, Bill?
I don't know. One might be magnetic. I don't know.
Yeah, that was creepy, Caesar. That was one of those moments you were like, I don't know if I want to be out here anymore. Yeah, that's interesting if you know what all that means. Yeah, if you guys want to
send it to you.
Yeah, Darren, is there like a time in the recording that you want me to pay attention to? You'll hear the little boy say, I won't now, after she asks, are you messing with the recorder? Okay, that's where I thought you wanted me to listen to. We'll go back to it.
I sent you other shots too that were
okay. Yeah, I did see them. We're going to go back to this for a second. You'll hear the little boy say, I won't now, after she asked, are you messing with the recorder? Okay.
Okay, are you messing with this recorder? You have something to say.
Is this it, Darren? Or is it here?
You have something to say and then say it.
Okay, you know what I say about these recorders. Yeah, it's very, very low quality. It's hard to tell what you're listening to, if it was someone talking at the time. That's why I always say when you're recording an EVP session, record video so you could see who's in the scene, who's there, who's talking, who's not talking. That really helps validate an EVP on just one recorder. But yeah, we listened to it a couple times. The second thing that I thought, if it's not someone there, it sounds like a woman or a younger woman. It could be a younger boy. And before that, it just sounded like some handling noise. It wasn't coherent at all to me. But we'll see what the chat thinks. If they want me to play it again, I will play it again. All right, awesome. Okay. If anybody else wants us to take a look at it, we will. We got 30 minutes left to shoot the breeze and check some stuff out. If anybody has any questions that they would like to ask me or Bill or the girls, you can do that. While we're
personal questions are good.
What kind of personal questions do you want, Bill?
To ask the girls?
You might want to ask their permission first. That might be a good idea.
Brent said, okay,
Don't
if
you
I
make them sign
send
waivers?
not that kind.
Oh. And not for free.
So the Pandora, help me understand what that is. Is that like a Echo Dot, or what is that? Like a voice activated thing like Google or something? What's a Pandora? Help me out. Or is a Pandora is another name for a DR60, I think, too. That's what Resident Undead calls a DR60. Is that what you're talking about?
Pandora.
Yeah, Resident Undead calls the DR60 a Pandora. That's the only group I've ever heard call it that. Okay, what was the comment? What did Brent say? Okay, if I send
an EVP for you to listen to, it's from like 10 years ago.
I will not judge you. I cringe when I watch my old stuff, so if that's what you're worried about, don't worry about it. But yeah, send it to me. I definitely want to hear it. Bill, you eat your thongs too. Yes.
Darren says yes.
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, if that like voice that we heard there was nobody in the room, that's definitely interesting. But too bad there wasn't video at the time, because I would have loved to see that proven that wasn't anybody in the room. Tell Terry that I advocate video during EVP sessions, just to set it up to where you can see everybody. We need concrete evidence. It was clear for a DR60, I would tell you that. It must have been right up on the microphone or close to it. You have to be different, don't you, Bill? Yes, he does. Bill is unique.
Yeah, we got some cool deadlights coming.
Buster said, Justin Brown, check your messages. I sent an MP3.
He tagged me in something. Check my personal profile or Interface Death. It's probably going to be Interface Death. Go ahead and read Brandon's while I'm doing this.
Might be under your stripper account.
Oh gosh.
What's his stripper name? I forget.
Downtown Justin Brown.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Downtown.
I love the DR60 though. It's like, is there anyone here? Oh, it's your grandma.
Do that again. Do it again. Dude, that was hilarious. I don't know why that was so funny to me.
He said we are wanting.
The things
my messenger's not loading. Why is that not working? Come on.
He said we are wanting to investigate Droop Mountain battlefield, but we've heard other investigators have felt and experienced something that feels like pure evil. Any suggestions?
I would try to be skeptical of that. You're just, that's what you perceive as evil doesn't necessarily mean it is evil. Okay, I got the MB3 here. It's loading. God, stop doing it.
Didn't you just say Mom?
Common residence.
All right, this is a 9.5 minute long clip, dude. Would you like to give me a timestamp? I can't listen to it all.
We got that.
Nights Watch Paranormal says you guys are as bad as we are. Hey, man, we're just normal people. We're not any better or worse or different. Maybe I can't speak for Bill.
Used to get back on Thursday nights. They used to be their slot, right?
Buster, you want to give me a section of this thank you for subscribing. I'm not going to try to pronounce your name because I'm going to make it sound bad. EENDU YBYA. In Dubois. That was bad, I know.
Yeah.
But thank you for subscribing. Buster. Yeah, help me out, Buster. First 3 minutes.
Make Laura and Jeremy laugh.
All right, be quiet for a second.
Upstairs bedroom.
No.
I gotta go upstairs and play in our room.
Okay, you can talk into this if you like to. We're not here to harm you. Just want to communicate. I'm gonna leave this recorder.
Dead air. Dead air. Dead air. Are you not entertained?
I don't hear anything.
You can't hear it. Skype sucks that way. I hear people talking in the background. Jen, I didn't hear a Tyler say that. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I hear some noises there. So far, nothing crazy yet, man.
He says, wait for it.
I heard like a breath there. Okay, someone's walking in the hall outside the room. Two minutes and 30 seconds in, Buster.
He said patience, grasshopper.
Well, unfortunately, dead air is not good on a webcast.
Dead people are cool.
Okay, I hear footsteps. Is that... It just sounds like normal footsteps.
He said there's no one there.
So, are you... The footsteps? Because... I heard... footsteps. I heard like a breath, and then I heard someone handling something in the room. That's all I heard. Is any of those things what you want me to hear? Because when you say now, dude, there's like a 30-second delay on the stream, unfortunately. So I don't know.
there's a lag.
Yeah, I got it open. Now, who else sent me something? Was it Brent? Where did you send it to me? Oh, okay. Yep.
Joe sent a picture of the room.
Okay. Brent, I see that you had said get started in our inbox for Interface Death, so just put whatever you need to in there, man. I'm seeing it. While we're waiting on that, we'll go to Joe again. We'll bring up what he's got, pictures for us. Aha. So... Okay, so there's a table over there. Is okay. Are you ever looking over to the left? I want to see what's all the way over there beyond the table and everything. But that does give me more information. I don't see anything in this picture that would have caused that. Steve White says, Justin, can you relight paranormal shadows, or AKA shadow people, to some quantum physicist theories, or would you separate this from paranormal theories? Yeah, I mean, I have 2 scientific theories, one of them dealing with quantum physics, or do both of them. Shadow people, one of the theories I have to explain it is I read an article about animal and insect navigation and a protein found in the human eye, animal eye, and insect's eye called Cry4. It's a cryptochrome protein in the eye. And what's interesting about cryptochrome Cry4 is that they took some out of a human eye donor and injected it into a fruit fly, and that fruit fly regained sun navigation. And it was later determined that fruit fly, it had lost its navigation, from what's polar north, polar south. And the Cry4 is believed that there is a quantum effect that allows the magnetic fields to become visible as shadowy like lines. The field lines are actually shadowy, overlaid over the vision, so they can actually see the magnetic field lines pointing in the direction that they want to go. Or let's just say magnetic north is this way, and they can see the shadow lines this way, so they know it's that way. So once I started reading about that and figured out, it's like, hey, Cry4 is in human eyes. So maybe some people have a higher concentrated amount of Cry4. And another thing you need to know is Cry4 raises and drops during different times of the day. And another thing you need to know about it is lighting conditions are important. So if the lighting conditions are like not completely dark, but a little bit light, but not too light, you're going to see that. And they also figured out that that's why insects and birds use certain times of the day to fly and navigate, because they can see the magnetic field lines better. So you would need to have the theory that magnetic fields are present during a paranormal, phenomenon. And if that is true, and you have enough Cry4 in your eye at the time, you will see that anomaly and it'll look like a shadow figure. There is actual article that I'll pull up for you, so I'm not talking out of my ass here. Cry4 cryptochrome. Let's see what Google pulls up for me here. Let's see here. There's a lot of stuff about Cry4, but let's look up bird navigation. Bird navigation Cry4 cryptochrome. Oops. Let's see here. You can read all comments while I'm trying to find this up. Here we go.
Brent said, okay, it's sent. EVP from Goldfield Hotel last year. Okay. Well, kind of an EVP 30 seconds in.
I will post the link up in chat so you guys can take a gander at it. And birds can see magnetic fields, and now we know how that's possible. So it talks about Cry4, and it explains how it works in this article, and this kind of demonstrates what they would see. Okay? And, this kind of shows how they can see magnetic field lines. So some are light, some are shadow there. So that could potentially explain shadow figures. Another way that involves physics, not quantum physics, but involves physics, is if anybody's ever looked through heat energy, like on a hot day, on a long stretch of road and pavement, maybe you're out in Arizona or whatever, in the desert, it's hot. It don't have to be the desert, but you'll look at the ground, you'll see the mirage effect. Now, the mirage effect is created by light traveling through heat energy, and it's bent away from your retina. The heat energy actually bends the light away from your eye and causes like a reflection type effect, and it can look like a shadow. And a lot of shadow detectors are passive infrared sensors that pick up on thermal energy, which is IR. And that's why we use IR cameras to try to see ghosts in the first place. So if you have a shadow detector that has using a passive infrared sensor, the theory of heat energy causing the shadow anomaly might make sense. And those are my two theories that I propose about shadow figures. I hope that answered your question. I hope it did. All right, let's go back to Messenger. Interface death. Home. Sorry, folks. I got so much stuff running on my computer. It's making my internet run just a tad bit slower than it would. Well, more than a tad bit. But bear with me here. You can keep doing the comments if... Help me out, ladies. Help me.
What if we don't have any?
I see them on the screen. I call bullshit.
They're not mine.
My sister's on, Charlotte Davis, Washington.
Okay.
You got some ghost stories?
I got it up. Silence.
You okay? The fuck was that? It hit the window. Let me finish. You okay? It hit the window. You okay? What hit the window? Whatever it was, it hit the window. You okay? You okay? Yo, hey! Breathe. I'm good. No. I told you they were not done. I told you gotta finish.
I need to finish.
You gotta finish.
It smashed the window.
I know.
All right, hang on.
I told you guys it was not finished.
That was the hellhounds.
Yes, I know.
So hold on, let me finish.
Because I saw them skipping it away, and they're like, no, screw this.
Hold on.
Yes, I saw them. Finish.
Don't talk anymore.
Just finish. I know. Go.
Okay, there's no way I can explain what that was. I can't even see what's going on. I heard the smash, but I that's all I could tell you is I heard it. I can't tell you what was... You could tell me better. I mean... Be descriptive. Tell us what was going on in the scene. This is why I tell people... thanks for following, Carol. This is why I tell people that video coupled with the audio is so important. I know a lot of people don't have the luxury to film for long periods of time, and it's easier to run a recorder. I understand that, but having video with the audio definitely helps me in this situation. Yeah, it was definitely loud. You guys were obviously taken back by it. So I can't tell you anything other than that. Charlotte Davis has liked the stream. Thank you, Charlotte. Anything else that anybody's...
That's my sister.
Oh, really? Older or younger?
Yep, that and Carol Davis too.
Awesome. They're following. Now they're stuck with us.
Yep, now they know what my night job is. Uh-oh.
So,
gonna get thrown out of the family.
Tracy Music Condo. I know Tracy. Yeah, guys, we got 10 minutes left. I appreciate the submissions, and it helps not only give content to the show, but you know, you can at least give feedback and get real-time live feedback and get to showcase it on the show. And I think that's kind of cool. I mean, I like that part of the show. I don't know what you guys think about it. I know Darren said he liked it. And a few others in the past that they like it. Britt says 2:30 in the morning, 3rd floor. Okay. We followed We followed it into the room, and that was the result. Okay. First floor, second floor. If it was a second floor window, that would definitely be something. She has shared it. Spam it everywhere. 2 other people in the room. Okay. Janet Ramsey has liked the stream.
Charlotte said, "You are the pride of the family, Bill."
Oh, I'm sure.
What do
Don't
you say
get them
that?
started on the stories. Oh, no.
Why aren't you the pride of the family? You have no answer for
There's
that, do you?
many stories. No, I have none.
All right.
Because I was Air Force.
What you got? Anything planned for 2020 yet, Bill? Are you making any plans going on the road besides blowing up doll heads and talking to your raccoon?
Well, I did move to this new area, which is very nice. Had to scramble to hook everything back up.
Thanks,
I'm
Chris.
surprised it's all back working.
Yeah, your call's been a lot more stable,
Organizing.
and your audio sounds
Yeah,
better.
I hooked in. The audio sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's coming through at a definitely a higher bit rate. I approve.
I got to get the green screen up. I still got to get that, and then maybe I can go to color. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, if you want a green screen, it's got to be
IR
color.
better? You want to go full color? Yeah. I don't know if they want full color.
Go ahead, Missy.
I just got all of the things
That's good.
for my green screen. My lights came in today, so
Yay.
Show us what you're talking about. Get up and get it.
The race is on.
She's like, no, I want to sit here in this chair. Oh, now we can hear what I say.
Yeah.
my new fancy schmancy lights came in today. And
Nice.
the poles. And I got the green screen poles. And the screen.
I'm jumping for joy for you.
I know you are. Because you're an idiot.
I'm disappointed that it's not set up.
Well, you tell him. He opened it like 10 minutes before the show started.
You got arms and legs. That's a pretty
Those are
gay
nice.
deadlight hoodie you have.
You
on.
like my deadlight sweatshirt?
It's flaming. Not that homosexuality is wrong or bad.
Well,
Just
I'm
wanna
a
throw that
girl,
out there.
so. Turn off the camera now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Jessica, do you have your fancy smashy green screen?
No, I have moved this office around, and I don't think I can have one. Unless I have to, if I get a green screen, I have to get a different camera, and then because of how this room is set up, it's not very large. The office is not very large, and with this green screen, with this camera, it's too wide. So I would have to curve the green screen to half of the other wall, and that's the reason why I moved this office.
You could definitely use an Elgato green screen that retracts out of this thing from the ground and just bring it up right behind you if you wanted to go that route. Now, Brett, I've seen that you use the same lights. I'm actually using those lights too to help light my green screen back here on the corners on the bottom. They're real cheap. Derek got his for $88, which is a pretty good price. So yeah,
I still got those old umbrella lights.
Karen, get a hold of Josh.
What's he want a
He
deadlight?
said I want a deadlight shirt.
Darren wants a pink one. What's the difference between paranormal and abnormal? Paranormal is generally defined as something beyond the scope of scientific understanding or defying the laws of physics, something along that line. Abnormal would be something that's just not normal. Like Bill Davis is abnormal, but he's not paranormal.
Yeah. Abby normal. I dated her in high school.
We are doing 2 collabs this year, if you haven't heard. One I can tell you about, one we're not going to talk about because the group we're collabing with don't really talk about the locations they go to. But it's both huge, okay? The Ghost Guild and Interface Death is collabing at Ohio State Reformatory for a private investigation August 30th. And we'll live stream at least an hour and a half. And the other one's with Paranormal Quest. Before I started my own group, I was watching Paranormal Quest almost 8 years ago when they first started. And I've been doing it 7 years. And I've always wanted to collaborate with Paranormal Quest, and we get to for the very first time. And it's at a location that is very well known. I will say it's in Pennsylvania. I'll let your mind wonder what that is, but there will be a video production of that, and it's going to be freaking awesome. I cannot wait to do that with them. We do have a paranormal convention June 27th at West Virginia State Penitentiary in Moundsville, West Virginia. If you're in the Cincinnati area, we are doing something March Friday the 13th at the Lola's Coffee Bar. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Lola's Coffee Bar will be there between 5 and 6, I think. And we'll have a booth. We'll have merch there if you guys want to stop by and see us. And a Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, July 24th, 25th, 26th. You definitely want to go there if you can make it there. It's freaking awesome. It's awesome. Knights Paranormal will be there. Hopefully Bill Davis will be there, and a whole bunch of folks in the paranormal field. Yeah. So there you go.
Steve White, so one last question before you go. What are your thoughts on doing EVPs wearing headphones without ghost boxes, meaning you're hearing everything that your recorder is picking up?
We do that all the time. And that's what I would advise everyone to do, is live monitoring. There's Night's Watch Paranormal right there. We plug our headphones in and listen to everything we're recording. There's 2 benefits. One is if something anomalous happens, you know right away. The other part that is a benefit is if you have an audio issue or it stops recording or anything like that, you know immediately. So I advocate that practice. Keep doing it.
I actually have 2 investigations coming up tomorrow.
Do you want to talk about it?
On them.
Is it residential cases?
They're 2 restaurants actually, which is bizarre.
No, actually, restaurants got activity. Restaurants. Or the old restaurants?
Yeah, I mean, like in the same. I don't know why I booked them for the same night, but one I don't think starting till 10, so I don't know how I'm going to juggle both.
I use shotgun mics, Brent, when I want to just have a narrow pickup pattern in front of me for like interviews, run and gun like interviews. But they only sound pretty good from like 3 to 4 feet away. Further than that, don't sound that great. I would just use a lavalier mic or someone with a boom mic holding the shotgun mic right by their face, right out of camera. But yeah, we'll go back here before we leave and shout out everybody again. Thanks everybody for joining the stream. Charlotte's down there, Brent, Steve White, Darren Smith, Night Watch Paranormal, Carrie Trimble, Darren. I already said Darren, my bad. Let's see here. Carrie, already said Carrie. Alec Robinson, am I in time for the couch?
He was a troll and he got blocked.
Oh, okay. That you can do better than that, Alec. I mean,
so did Richard Flair.
That was my brother.
You can make a dick brush remark about my mustache at least, like the other guy did. That was fucking funny though.
Was that a dick brush?
General 7. Stop making me laugh when I'm doing this. Carol Davis, Josh Bender. Yeah, those people. Richard Flair. Oh, that's another troll. Hello, ladies. Is this the couch auction? Too.
Ric Flair. Woo!
That's awesome. All right. Well, folks, you guys are my friends. Oh, Ron A., I forgot about you, buddy. I see her there. You're still there. Everybody that's made it through the 2 hours, you're gods. That means that for some reason you find us worth your time. I do this all the time. I live stream 2 to 3 times a week. The Necromancer live show next week coming up is pretty cool. Let me remind myself who it is. Lyle Lotz from Twisted Paranormal, and hopefully he brings some other chaps, some other folks from Twisted on. They will be at the Battlefield Bash. They are very nice people, very good team. We'll be talking to them Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, same channel, Periscope and Twitch, but that will be the Necromancer live show on Facebook. We can take a look at the patrons here. Everybody that you see here are very, very important. And the reason why is they financially support us consistently every month. And if it wasn't for these people on this screen, plus the donators during the screen, like, Spirit Stalker and Sin City, I will read his comment again. The EDI Plus has never let us down or let me down. The graphing really helps when analyzing EVPs and pictures later on, and I agree with that. And thank you to Sin City too. Please extend your thanks. Clay Borman, Scotty Fox, Casey Schreiner, Jessica, Bill Davis, aka Paranormal Reporter, Heather Elliott, Betty Kegley, Kelly McConkey, RJ Murphy, Deadlight LLC, Katie Turner, General 7, Joe Vitelli, The Ghost Guild, Trey Couple, Shadow Seekers, and Tony. And the trailer to the Haunted Hartford City documentary will be done this weekend. It should be up no later than Monday. And you guys, I want to know what you think. I see you, Sin City. You're actually on Twitch, buddy. That's great. There's less lag on Twitch. That's probably why he's watching. But the Haunted Hartford City documentary is something that is going to be epic. It's going to be our biggest project that we ever done. It's only going to be available on interfacedeath.net, so please go there and subscribe to the mailing list. It's going to be for rent for just a couple bucks if you want to see it. If you want the Blu-ray, it'll be up. It'll probably be $15 for the Blu-ray. If that does really well, we'll release special edition Blu-rays of that. That will definitely help us finance and do stuff, all the projects that we're doing this year, which aren't getting any cheaper. So thanks for the donations. Thanks for the support on the streams. Thank you. You guys are awesome. I got a few ads and video promos at the end of the show. If you want to take a look at them, please do so. Support the other people that we're supporting. We'll see you next week. Like I said, if you have any news or any videos, any audio you want me to check out on the stream, you can send them to me before we go live at justinbrown@interfacedeath.net. Or just send them to the Interface Death Facebook page, or however you want to. I'll get it eventually. You guys take care. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
In recent years, the word paranormal has taken on a new place in thoughts and minds of people everywhere. Once a word associated with blasphemy and the supernatural, paranormal has entered mainstream thoughts and conversations. 42% of American population believe in either ghosts or hauntings today. Within that, the discussions in the media have tripled in the last 20 years. In 2016, a radio talk show rose from the darkness in New York and now has become a popular beam of light with a no-holds-barred paranormal discussion. It's raw, live, and sometimes out of control. It's real and here, allowing all that care to listen to new ideas, new thoughts, old superstitions, and sometimes the downright weird. You want different? You want off the cuff? You want edgy? Then Paratalk Radio is what you should be listening to. It's 2 hours of guests, interviews, skepticism, unusual topics, and outside-the-box strange that pushes every button on the soundboard of life. So again, discover Paratalk Radio. Monday nights on WLFE DB Radio Network, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Paratalk Radio can be seen as live videocast on Facebook and heard on audio streams through iHeart, iTunes, Google.Play, Spotify, Spreaker, Comcast, Radio.com, and so many more. Join Ted and Cindy every Monday with guests and topics that will open a pathway to the unknown, the supernatural, and the paranormal.
This is Jason Bland, host of Midwest Paranormal Presents Paranormal Soup, where we stream live as a webcast every Sunday night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern, with guests who will blow your mind. Live ghost box sessions where you can call into the show to see if the spirits will talk to you, and the World Wide Web of Weird with the latest in paranormal news and evidence. We're bringing the weird every Sunday night, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe.
Lost your audio from your lavalier. Did the power go off?
Well, I felt like I got pinched, but it wasn't like a
Did the display turn off?
This just died.
You gotta be kidding me.
It just died.
Okay, that's brand new lithium-ion batteries. We'll keep rolling. Dude, there's...
Yeah, but at least that one's definitely documented it. That's still rolling, that camera.
Oh, yeah, this is rolling too.
Yeah, these just freaking died.
Let me double check.
I held it in, the light came on to the title screen. And...
Dude, I'm starting to feel really, like, weird sensations touching me, dude. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it felt like something... Yeah. Like just... Dead as a doornail. And those are brand new.